Ayun, I think, let me check. Audio. Let me check my audio. I think nanay audio. All right. Yes, good afternoon. Welcome for another stream. Dili ni sa VTS, no? We will be having a more extended session of the vouch protocol, no? The vouch protocol helps or strengthen the pulse trade community by aligning each and everyone in the community to rally with pulse chain. So na line economic sound audio. Right, yes, good afternoon. Oh, yung nagbalay sound audio check. All right. Kining atong stream for this evening is again extended session of the vouch protocol session with Jexa last Tuesday, in which we have the founder on stream, naging storya Tadija, and siguro atong bisay no. And I think guys, I will not be long tingali og ahong wad-on ang ahong video kay ganinang buntag harang i-share no. Stigmatism. Stigmatism is kind of problem sa imong eyes. So if you are on that age level na 40 uppers to daw, so these are kumbaga, you know what they say, life begins at 40. So I think that's the reason. Nag-ano ganina, I have a very kind of mix of headache. Tapos my eyes is like later I have a fatigue with my eyes no? Kasi I am really after work lingkod na dire cellphone, watch movies, watch charts, and etc. So mostly after work or even at work, no, bisan diya sa trabaho, tanaw gihapon sa laptop. No, kaya syempre ang mga buhaton with regards sa mga kinahanglang i-type nimo paghatag sa mga results na what's needed. So, so ang ahong na paminaw ganina was my head was aching, no, part of that one, but not dili ka nana kasakit ang ulo, but more of kasukaon ko, ano? Kasukaon ko, then my BP spike up, but 160, maybe 150 on that level 110. So, lain-lain na ang nag-try o kanang BP na ako, but yet, taas to gihapon na akong BP. So, motoy nahitabo na ako ganina, no? But, di ata ka diri karon padazon gihapon ta sa ato ang stream every week, every Tuesday. And I don't know if makaya sa Thursday, not unless na ano tong hang lens, no? So, dapat dalion tong hang lente kay kung mapay paglaka next week, sayang ang panahon, no? So, I have na a lens na pwede gamito ng mga anti-radiation, all these things. So, whether we like it or not, how much we take care of our body, but there's no, kumbaga, I think murag kinahanglan lang jud kag naka extra setting your eyes. So maybe I have an anti-rad, no? Anti-rad na not this one. This is a Ray-Ban, by the way, just a regular. So na anti-rad, anti-radiation, all this murag pang glare, no? Something maglabad imong ulo. But anyway guys, mo lang na background na more backstory kumbaga with regards sa nakita mo buntag diha sa duty. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is your man, Mac B Crypto, and you know the drill. You know the drill, oh man, naglipong-lipong ko karon. Morocco, I'm floating in the air. Morocco, I'm floating, man. So, but anyway, let's make this one count, ano? As we paki-like and also paki-heart as we are doing this for the pulse chain community which we bring crypto adoption to the people. Ano, part of the crypto adoption is people to hold na sila yung mga crypto wallets na pwede lang magamit, no, for goods and services in the future. So, the goal is to have the crypto wallets, no, mga DeFi wallets, crypto wallets, pwedeng gamito na to, no? So, I think that is part of the adoption. We keep talking about adoption, but adoption is not about trading. Trading is part of the market, right? And I am an LP farmer, by the way. Ang LP farmer is catering the demand for the traders, right? For the traders, which is a more extra demand na, and we have also the natural demand, like if you want to join the communities, if you want to join or be part of the crypto economy, right? So, nakoy token or you want to buy it, right? So, those are, kumbaga, mga angay na itong masabtan with regards to this matter. Crypto is not about trading. Crypto is really to replace no mga financial services up into the government spending or how government is doing the money printing and down to the financial services of the bank. So mo na gusto ni dyan i-disrupt no from how banks are controlling the money, and yeah, this is given to the different branches of government, the Senate, especially here in the Philippines with the flood control and ay problema no, or should I say a big problem. I cannot over ano lang kumbaga, I just cannot simplify those things. Grabe, billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of money lost no in ghost project. So that's part of the adoption that we are talking about, not to replace the monetary system, the financial system, and replace it with the blockchain based or truly decentralized form of sorry decentralized form of money, meaning no one is controlling that money except the protocol, right? So these are very important matters, and yeah, sabi ko nga, I am not here for the long run, no. I'm in my 40s. 20 years from now, I could be dead. 30 years from now, I could be dead. 40 years from now, I could be dead. I could be dead tomorrow, right? So we will never know. So this is us making a difference in the community as we will keep pushing on for adoption. Adoption is part of this one. Telling people what to do. Guys, you need to have a crypto wallet. No? And from the crypto wallet, pwede na to alisda ng ato ang mga financial services like anang pag-send and receive in payments, and also financial services like a time deposit. You could be part of the economy like LP farming. You could be part of the vouch protocol, which is liquid staking. You know? So speaking of liquid staking, let's get it on sa atong topic for this evening. If you have question, maybe you could put doon sa ating mga comment section. All right. If you're just tuning in, this is your man, Macb Crypto, daot og mata. Oh, muro ko groggy right one, guys. I'm freaky groggy. Sa ato mga nagtanaw o sa ato mga Sokmed, good evening. Ano, makakita ko sometimes na Pakistan, Australia, no, nada dito sa analytics. Yeah, I don't know if mga Pinoy or classmates abroad, but anyway, yeah, spread the word, no. I am not here, by the way, to hype things up. What I'm bringing in the table is serious topics, a mix of things, by the way, So I'm not here for the kada lang tawag dito, kung baga, no, that's not my goal na muro kong mag-viral one day, and ang akong muro business model is for mga viral clips, no, that's not my goal. That is not my goal. I'm not wali content monetize ang akong mga sa Facebook ad, even YouTube, but okay, butang lang it sa mga tao, no. So going back sa to vouch protocol, ang vouch protocol, no, is a protocol in which pwede ta maka liquid staking, no. So ang liquid staking is okay by the SEC sa US, meaning it's not prohibited by law. So liquid staking is okay, and yeah, vouch protocol has a go signal kumbaga with regards sa regulation. It's very important nga masabtan nato ang regulation side as we are trying to as we trying to move forward in the space, so I think regulation should be there, whether we like it or not. But I think regulation side on the majority of people, but I think no need for a regulation on the decentralized or the smart contract because it is it just, yeah, sorry if you hear a background noise, a muffler sa motorcycle or tricycle, then that is your man, Macb Crypto. If dili gani, then yeah, that's an AI. Oy, salamat sa mga nag-like, no? Ingon ni Tintap, what's up, Hexican? Yeah, what's up? Tintap is everywhere. Yes, good evening, sir. Magandang gabi po. Yeah, magandang gabi, magandang hapon, wherever you are. What's up, Tintap? Yep, man. You know the drill. You know the drill. All right, paki-share, like, and comment, guys. All right. Oh, so I was saying, this sa atong kinahanglang baguhon ang monetary system, but in doing that, we have to establish the fundamentals, So dapat ang ato ang fundamental level could not be stopped, could not be censored. Yeah, nobody can tawag dito, nobody can stop our blockchain. And that is pulse chain, di ba? Mingon gali ko, basta blockchain, i-pulse chain. It is a truly decentralized chain, ano? That's how we fight, no, a peaceful revolution against the government. When they say government, the people running the government, ano, we should be part of that government na I was talking about. And by taking part of that one is to really change the monetary system. Dili na to gamiton tong ato ang fiat system. Let's use a new one. That's the main goal of crypto. That's the main goal of blockchain. That's the main goal of cryptocurrencies, right? Na andiha musod ang Vaults protocol in which it is trying to strengthen, no, the pulse chain network. When I say the network, that is the katong nastibok kalibutan ng mga miners, ano. Sa Vaults protocol, nasa two parts, right? The Vaults protocol, which is the main protocol, no, nanay ecosystem kumbaga. The Vouch Protocol, ang nakanindot sa Vouch Protocol is giuna nila ang VPLS. Sila nag-launch sa ilang token na una, which is the Vouch, no? The Vouch is in additional na lang na siya kumbaga doon sa VPLS. Now, VPLS is a liquid staking protocol. So meaning, share lang ni nako akong screen. Oy, sa mga nag-like, no? Let me sa atong mga likes of your crypto. Yes, good evening of your crypto, Judaida. Gab, yes, nag-heart. Thank you very much, for dropping by and tuning in for our usual schedule every week, every Tuesday and Thursday. For this day, this Tuesday, wala tayo VTS. We'll just be having extended session on the VOTS protocol. All right, let me share my screen. So this, by the way, this is the price of vouch, by the way, So you could just imagine if you have bought 100,000, if you have bought 100,000 or maybe 250,000 for that matter, maybe you're up close to 900,000. Yep, in pesos. Yeah, maybe if you can go up into this, Yeah, basta try na to sa Thursday ug kaya na ako guys, dili ko maglipong-lipong. Yeah, I'll try na ako ug pakita nga about. So if you have 250, 300,000, you could be up 700,000, you could be up 1 million, right, in pesos, So these are just the reality of crypto, so you can do that, by the way. So inform lang na ako ang community, you could have that price appreciation in crypto by the if you have bought a solid token, with a solid tokenomics. I called ang tawag sa kining vouch is mix solid tokenomics, tapos buy and burn, etc. So ipakita lang nato ang vouch protocol. Oh, paano wa man na share? What happened? Ay, wa ma-share, So, I don't know what happened. Wala ma-share ang ahong screen. Let me check. I don't know guys, dili ma-share ang screen. Stop siya nag-screening guys. So, balik nag-share ang screen. Oh man, what happened? Dili ma-share ang screen. Ayun. Alright. So I was saying a while ago, ayun. Na-delay guys. I'm very sorry. Alright, so I think this is it. So this one, by the way, is the VOTS token kining chart. So very good chart, not to see. It's trending up. Pakita lang siguro ni nato. I can't promise sa Tuesday if I could make sa Thursday if I could make it. So kung tanggalo na to ang ato ang mga tawag na ato ang mga indicators. So inani sa kanina to, it's trending up really. This is on the lag chart, by the way. So pakita lang nato. So if you want to see the chart, it's a very controlled, it's a good and good. It is a very nice looking chart, It is a well controlled launch, and every now there's a dip. If you have bought this one, the protocol will buy. There's a dip, the protocol will buy. There's a dip, the protocol will. There's a dip, the protocol will buy. So I think maybe tomorrow we could have siguro no another all-time high. This was like August 25, ano? Almost magto 2 weeks pa lang dyan land. So you decide for yourself, guys. Kung if you wanna join this, I have mga video tutorial in which you could buy PLS, then buy PLS with your buy PLS. You could get your PLS and buy it with vouch, no? So that's the route na pwede na akong may suggest. So mauna si ang ato ang ano. So anyway, this is the vouch protocol. So last week I have a video tutorial na akong ipakita, which is the VTS video tutorial stream every Tuesday, in which you could stake. For example, there are VPLs here. No, for example, you could have a stake. No, I have stake at 10 million. I have stake, by the way, at 10 million. I have stake, by the way, 10 million PLS. Mga last 2 weeks or last week or 2 weeks ago, no? So inana. So kana na siya equivalent nga 9,163,728.92. Anani siya ratio, ano? Ang 1 pulse is equal to 1.09. So Jexa explained this one nga in which you could always get more than what you have staked for your PLS when you try to unstake it. So for this example, if not 10 million, ano, so I think the price of this one is mingtaas na since na may price increase diha sa pulse, no, na increase sa pulse na price. So when you try to unstake 10 million, so for example, naka-stake na ka, I have a video tutorial in which I did stake 10 million. So at the moment, dili sa na yan stake. But here's how you want, pakita lang na to, no? Kung sa'yo mahitabo, when we try to unstake this. So kung nakay 10 million, with the APR at the moment, by the way, we have a juicy APR of 18.18%. So meaning kung nag-stake ka, for example, last week, no? O around tawag dito 10 million PLS, then you'll be having 10,912,588 na PLS na mo makuha. And you try to unstake that done, then that's the with liquid mining, ano. So behind the background, Jexa, the team, and everyone in the Pulse Chain ecosystem, mga miners, no, on the mining side, they're the ones securing the network. Is you're giving your PLS in which they can use this to earn PLS, no, to earn PLS sa kantong mga miners, no. And but with vouch, by the way, specifically vouch, when you try to stake it in vouch, you will be part of the mining economy, right? In which you could get inani 912,588.16. So ang kining a price at the moment, let me check og how much ang sa Paiteyas, og how much in 2 weeks ang imong nakita, ano. So sa Paiteyas, if na kay mga 9,012,000 in dollars, sorry, PLS. So naapog kay mga around $38 nga nakuha, no? Tama ba? Let me check on this one again, guys. All right. Yeah. So if you have staked 2 weeks ago, right? If you have staked 2 weeks ago, and pakita lang nato eh. So this is the Paiteya. So akong ipakita ganina, no, ang vouch protocol. So dinhi na ay part nga stake, no. Ang kining withdraw is para ni sa mga kantong mag-solo mining, ano. With vouch protocol, you just have to stake it. 10 million na kay makuha. So sa 10 million, balik lang nato guys, 10 million. So sa 10 million nimo na kay kini, ano, 9 million, 9.1 million. So kanang imong mali. I think I am wrong with my math. But anyway, this is the at the moment, no. But yeah, I think if you have stake 10 million, I think, yeah, I think if you have stake 10 million, you could have that amount, kumbaga. So just for the easy explanation on this one, Palikos charger, excuse me on this one, guys. If you're just tuning in, yeah, we are showing the chart. We're showing the chart now. Sorry, we're showing the VPLS now, no, the protocol. And sorry guys, yeah, tama ko sa akong bata. So, charge sa I'm low bat. So, ako ipakita lang din just for the easy example. If you have put that one, then kay 912,000. So, na kay $38, no? Ang $38 is around just 2 weeks. Na kay 2,000 po, no? Pwede niyo makolekta just by being a simple doing a liquidity mining. No? So, this is just an example, no? Nga pwede nimong mabuhat, but there's a with the numbers at the moment since lain tong rate tong atong gi-stake last time, no? So, maay si Jay medyo ratchet up with the tawag na ni sa imong gi-stake na pwede nimo makuha. So, I think it could be more than 912,000 since this is an 18% APY in contrast with the 14% APY 2 weeks ago. So yeah, just for the easy number na lang, just additional this one, you could have 1 million na pwede nimong makuha as sa mga mining fees nga imo ning nakuha ha by staking your VPLS, no, and you could have $42, no? $42 is 2,392. So ato ning gi-explain diha sa community kay atong gustong ipasabot ang mga money making schemes nga legit, no? That's the main goal of this one. Kay may taon saan manamo ng token, right? Mo man ay question, right? So we need to have that tawag dito cash flow, no? Kaysa yung mga PLS diha, lazy PLS sitting there, make use of that PLS, no, to earn you some income in a decentralized way. No, you're holding your keys, nasa imong wallet, you could control it, no one can stop it, no one can freeze your account, no one can blacklist your wallet address, no, or for that matter ang imong tokens, no. So muna yung nakanindot, by the way, with regards sa crypto. So these are very important things na we have to understand with regards about protocol, no. So if you have to unstake, for example lang, ano. So I think there's a ratchet up in price at this one. Yeah, kay 18% naman na APR. So for the easy number, mo nang na kay for example 1 million lang just for the easy number lang guys para masabtan ta sa community. So these are mga ways na pwede ta makita, ano, sa LP providing pwede ka makita na. So kini pong liquid staking is a different way pod nga makita ka on the mining side, no, di ba? Nay mga tao nga nag secure sa network, no, and then na po yung mga tao nga nag-transact kung traders or whatever purpose nga pwede nimo gamiton sa blockchain, nanay mo incur nag-fees, no, og mining og nag-liquid staking ka or miner ka na kay bakuha nga mga mining fees, no, based doon sa mga economic activity nga nahitabo diha sa chain. So ingana po, no, ang dapat natong masabtan na ning mga butang nga dili na ning magic lang nga dapat na ay economic activity, no, na economic tawag na economic activity nga nahitabo diha na for people to use and for people to value these things. So again, these are very important concept na atong masabtan with regard sa VPLS. So if you have mga question, paki-comment diha sa atong comment section. If wagwa, then yeah, we will continue with our stream for this evening. If you're just tuning in, good evening. Good morning from the other side of the world. Yep. Paki-like, share, and subscribe, guys. Ano? Alright. So this one again is ang atong vouch protocol, no? That's the vouch protocol. I could share the link later. After the stream, ang app.vouch.run /PLS /question mark tab equals unstake. All right, be careful, no? Sa mga links kay nako po, there will be an increase of phishing sites, scammers, hackers, no? And sa Tuesday, sa Thursday, ibalita na to nga naay nahitabo nga hack, no? A very big hack diha sa crypto, sa one of the GitHubs, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So it's very important nga masabtan na again, the liquid staking is pwede ka mukita, no? Ikaw, you're watching right now, pwede ka mukita by having your crypto wallet, no? And kana imong crypto wallet i-connect nimo sa mga decentralized networks like Vouch protocol, no? These are DApps, may decentralized apps or decentralized network. Decentralized apps more or less magsame-same na, but I think the right term is decentralized app. Ang atong decentralized network is ang atong blockchain, which is the pulse chain blockchain. So how can you stop that? Right? So these are very important. And pwede ka makita sa ingani, ano? So may nagminamina na yung mga mining fees na, no? And diha pod musud, by the way, ang next part sa ato ang topic. Ako na lang ning move on, guys, as tawag na ni, as we will be watching, no, ang kantong kang Jackson nga video last week, no. We'll be having a recap. I'm having this extended session for the video. Murog tanaw na to ang explanation ni Jackson, no, with regards sa Vouch protocol. So kining Vouch protocol nasa VPLS, which is the liquid staking side, no, and na ang Vouch token. Ang Vouch token is a token nga pwede gamiton in the future na pwede mahimong DAO, no. At the moment ang nagkontrol pa sa protocol is naapay admin capacity ang team, no, ni Jexa and the team to control the fees, but limited ra pod ang ilang mga admin functionalities or admin nila nga pwedeng mabuhat sa protocol. Mostly, guys, explain, no, more on the kanang burning rate, pwede nila ma-control. Part sa ilang admin function or admin functionality nga control pa with the Vouch protocol diha sa with the team is how much is ang revenue fee, na ipakita nato ang revenue fee. So money part, by the way, no, ang stake, and this is now the Vouch. So different tokens na, no. The VPLS is the liquid staking token. It's a derivative token in which you could stake your PLS and tagaan ka o VPLS. Okay, gets. Ang mo-stake ka sa imong VPLS, makakuha ka og mga mining fees, no, just by staking your PLS, no. So that's it. You don't have to stake your VPLS, guys. Ang imo rang stake is ang imong PLS, din tagaan kag VPLS. Ang kanang VPLS is redeemable na, no. 1 point something more than at the moment, no. So thus you could make sure nga once you redeem it, you could have much more. Sa katong example ganina nga in which nagbutang ka og 10 million PLS, no. 10 million PLS is how much? I think laban na. Just for the easy number lang. 42. So mga around 25,000 pesos, ano. So you keep churning in every day in, day out, no. Especially karon nga naa kay increase with the APR at the moment. So ingana na pwede na yung mga strategies na yung pwede buhaton, pwede pasagdang lang na, pwede mo monthly, you know. So these are the ways ka pwede ta mo kita by mining fees sa liquid staking of the PPLS. Again, you have to stake your PLS, you could get your PLS. Ang kanang PLS, you could sell that if you want to, or whatever you want na done, kay mas mahal man na jag price, no, mas mahal man na jag value sa open market with price with regards in comparison with PLS. So na si John, you could maybe buy back some BPLS later, but yet again, remember, telling ko pahalapod, and yeah, you could always redeem the 10 million VPLS, ano. So ingana lang. So these are the things nga pwede itong masabtan. So dinhi ang Vouch protocol, no. So ang Vouch protocol is mo is ang mga revenue fees, no? These are the revenue fees, 5%, 5%, 5%, and these are burning rate at 24%. So JEXA did explain this one. So again, ang vouch protocol, no, incentivizes everyone. Kumbaga, it strengthens the vouch protocol, in which inline economic incentive ang individual. Like for example now, in which I want to be part of the vouch protocol, I'll be earning a vouch, no? And kanang vouch protocol, makita na siya, no? By having mga community validators. So, ang kanang community validators will buy a vouch. Pakita na to unsa ang video in which explain ni Jexa, and I'll be nakoy mga question ni nga mga small question with regards sa vouch protocol. So all these things are done, no, in a decentralized way, no. Ang ilalang control na is kisuan revenue fees and kaning burning rate, they can control that one, and the rest, no, they cannot blacklist you as explained there sa chat ni Jexa, no, they cannot blacklist you cannot whitelist. So ang ano ra gud nani is kadto la gud yung admin function na makontrol nila ang revenue fee 5%, no, 24% nga burning rate, and time will come in which we will be having, no, a DAO, no, if that's mo na giingon na nanay functionality. This will be a truly decentralized network in which the community will decide og how much na ang protocol fee or revenue fee. Pwede ato ng ubsan, no, you have you stake your vouch kung gusto kag bag-uhon na to para na kay say sa network. So inana po dapat na to masabtan kung nganong naay vouch protocol, kay ang in the future it will be the community who will decide kung unsay kung how much ang pwede nga ma-change or ma-tweak nato with regards sa revenue fees or sa burning rate, no. Dili lang team, dili lang usa, dili lang duha, but it will be a community driven. I hope that it will not be at theatrics na daw. Excuse me guys, please ko og water. So again guys, these are very important things na atong masabtan. Excuse me. Excuse me guys, giubo ko. I'm still shaky, ano, bro ko naglutaw pagyapon sa akong mata. But ang hong lens is coming na, ano, so gi-order na, so that will be better if masadyo to, kaya dili pwede umundang tag stream. So kisa may musulti na ni umundang tag stream, right? So it's very important to let the community know. And yeah, we are vibing, no, as a Crypto-PH community, not just Pulse, we have other communities here in the Philippines. So again guys, the vouch protocol mo ni siya. And for now, let me check sa chat o wala by question. Kung wala na po, I leave Jexa no do the explanation siguro maybe half of sa amuhang ato ang interview with Jexa. So yeah, again nahaurang explain, no, sa Filipino sa ato ang ministerihan kung ngano ang vouch protocol is kinahanglanon. And siguro mag reaction video na rin po ko in Bisaya with regards sa kang Jexa nga ijang gi-explain with regards sa vouch protocol last week. All right? Yeah, let me check, no? Let me share my screen ang atong YouTube video, ano? Ang atong YouTube video with Jexa. So, let's share this one. Nakitaan ba ninyo guys? Please do a thumbs up if makita din ninyo, ano? So, this was I did interview the founder, ano, of Jexa. So let us listen back, no, to Jexa with this extended session, and in which we will be having a reaction video with Jexa's interview of mine. Okay, to send the interview. Let me check. Jesus Cristo. All right. Yes, thank you very much, no? Sa mga nag-like, Renz, Ignacio, Renz. Yes, sir. Thank you very much for the follow and for the like. Yep, it's a good thing. Yep. Yeah. Ato nang i-share, guys. So,
vouch, and I'll break it down and we'll do it at a really high level. I'm happy to go as detailed as you want.
So sorry guys,
let's just try and keep it really simple.
Background noise,
clarify things for people.
Sure, man. Please, ni Eva
Okay,
Paliho.
so back in October last year, we launched
Kadit lang, guys.
vouchers,
Okay.
liquid staking protocols.
Iladay, kadit sa daya, kaya nag-stream ko day, kadit lang.
That's basically, get a little pointer up. Laser pointer, here we go. So what that enabled people to do, so if you're sitting out here with your wallet, whatever it is, Rabby or KX wallet or internet money, whatever you've got, and you're holding Pulse in that wallet, you could send that into a liquid staking contract, and in return you would get given something called VPulse, which is
tawagi sa kantin mo, ati Eva ni mo, dara nak istorya sa Paliho, istorya sa dito studio. Usay tudyo po pakialam. Ay sorry guys, hindi pala naka-open mic pala ako. So dito explain po ni Jaxa with regards sa vouch ecosystem, no. So isang gipakita kini sa matong kingan ganina sa vouch staking. So I hope makita ninyo guys. So kung nayo sa katao, I hope makita ninyo So kung nayo ka sa katao kining nagrepresent og sa katao diri sa kilid, so sorry. Dahil nagtawag, no, importante I think pasyente. So guys, I just leave this one keep running kining interview now with Jaxa. And yeah, but anyway, so muling nga explain ganina ang vouch protocol na duha ka arm kumbaga, which is the VPLS, which is the liquid staking part, and we have also the vouch. Ang vouch is mismo the protocol in which we have inline economic incentive, and ang gamit ninja in the future could be a true DAO diha sa vouch protocol, no, sa VPLS, in which pwede na to pilang burning rate, etc. So nindot ang ilang gibuhat, in which they have launched the liquid staking, in which you have a utility, no, nga token na karon, which is ang vouch nga pwede na to gamiton diha sa ecosystem with the vouch protocol, no. So it's a utility token, ang vouch token, no. So nakay say kung how much ang gusto natong i-burn, or mo tayong gingon sa mentioning. So din i-explain ni Jaxa, no, kung nayo sa katao, for example this one butang jag PLS din tagaan kag VPLS, all right. So continue ta sa pagpaminaw ni Jaxa, no. All right, sige, continue ta guys, pagpaminaw ni Jaxa.
Yeah. So that's the liquid staking component. You send a token in, but you get another token straight back out. So it's not like you've sent something in and you've locked it up and you've lost access to that economic energy. When you get the economic energy,
so muna again, no, so motig explain na to ganina nga you could redeem it, no, mo nang gijagingon ganin karon nga you lost the economic energy. So I hope na sabta let me check this how makadunggan ba ko redeem it, no, mo nang gijagingon ganin karon nga lost the economic energy. So I think I'm all good guys. So we'll continue, no. Play the Jaxa, it's really so
staking token, you've still got that in your possession, and you provide liquidity with it. You can trade it if you want. This means you've got a liquid representation of your state. And what happens is when you deposit your Pulse into the liquid staking protocol, the validators that are part of the vouch network, that anyone can be a validator on that network, pick up any Pulse that's deposited in here. So you might put in 10,000 Pulse, and everyone else might put in 10,000 to the required amount to launch a validator, which is 32 million. And we can.
So gi-explain din ni Jaxa, no, so sa Pulse chain nga may nahanglang kag 32 million. So meaning nakita sa ato ang mga PLS, there will be katong PLS, no, will be used in mining. So mo ni pasabot ni Jack sa dire.
Launch a validator on the Pulse Chain network. So those validators are doing real world work. They're securing the Pulse Chain network.
So muna, akong gi-explain kanina, no? Yeah, you have to understand that na mga miners nga nag-secure around the globe, no? Around the globe in securing the network, no? Mo nang dili masensor ang ato ang mga transactions or ang ato ang mga wallets or anything, no? That is true DeFi.
And when they're as part of their duty of securing the network, they get a share of freshly minted pulse from the blockchain.
So mo na gi-explain, no? So by securing the network, no, ang kaning mga vouch liquid staking is na sila'y makuha nga revenue, no, na sila'y kitaon. Alright? Sige. Nindot nga part na din.
A certain amount of pulse each day that is distributed to all of the validators that are part of securing the network. So effectively that's what we see here is we've taken the pulse that was deposited, we've locked it up onto the Pulse Chain network and we're doing the real work. And in return, we're getting little drips of pulse come back literally every 5 minutes we get pulse come back into us.
Alright. So I hope nasabtada, no? So every 5 minutes na po mo balik dito sa vouch liquid staking protocol. Alright? So kanang vouch liquid staking protocol is a mining na sila a mining economy of blockchain, no? The Pulse Chain blockchain without any mining rig. Why mining rig? Without any technical know-how. Alright? Sige, go.
Over a period of a year or a day or a week, it's just continuously churning in a feed of freshly minted pulse. It's real work, but it's also real well yield. It's not sort of fabricated yield where you're depositing one thing, get another bit of yield, or this is freshly minted pulse. It's like the equivalent of a miner getting a fresh block reward from a Bitcoin. That's the equivalent.
So yeah guys, dili na scam ha. So dili na ingog mo gano ka. So dili na ingog MLM style. All right? So that's the meaning of it. No, nga dili ka butang kadag PLS. Yeah, nagajoy mga minings na no, data centers daw nilang giingon. So that is another topic nga pwede atong istoryahan in the future. Ang asa ang mga data centers na nga pwede nga at least there is about protocol, all right, or sa liquid staking. We can ask Jex about that data center maybe in the future. All right, sige, continue ta guys.
So that was what we launched in October last year. So that's been running for just under a year. But yeah. All right. Yep. So what happened recently, and this is quite exciting, is let's see if I can just okay, sorry, on that side, if you deposit your pulse at the moment, you're probably getting a staking yield of about between 10 to 12% APR. Right. So if you put your pulse in there, get this token, and this token accrues roughly amount of yield per annum. We launched as a this time last week, so it's only about 7 days old. We launched the Vouch token, and Vouch token has a slightly different role in the system, and that role is around value capture and governance. So you could think of this side as if you're a V Pulse holder, you're capturing your share of the Pulse Chain yield, effectively. So you're contributing to the security network, and you're getting your share of the Pulse Chain yield. The Vouch token is more about getting owned in the platform that is producing yield. So that's sort of where it fits into it. It will allow. So I've got a little asterisk above governance. The governance platform is not fully launched on Vouch yet. It will come in phase 3. So in the future, so in the future, if you hold Vouch, you'll be able to have a say in some of the settings of the ecosystem. We'll cover those settings in a moment.
Yeah, I'll be asking you with the settings because I think there are security features. Yeah, I'll be asking later on for the community,
Yep.
especially those
Yep.
guys who truly believe in a true centralized way. I do believe that there's
Mm.
kind of more you can tweak with the should I say the percentage. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So that was a big moment to have the vouch token out there, and we've done a really nice controlled release. I'm really happy with the way that went. We didn't have a crazy chart and bots coming in and getting a supply before
Yeah,
anyone.
sniping.
We're very, very deliberate in the way we've done that. But as part of the token launch, we also launched something called the vouch distribution layer. Now, people probably don't understand components. To be honest, it's not really visible to the end user. But effectively, what it is a bunch of contracts just control the way funds move throughout the ecosystem. And we'll touch on the side the recent
I have to stop the reaction video, or should I say the this YouTube, cause I think Tintap is saying that there's an echo coming through YouTube side. All right, noted. That was a great interview indeed. Echo is gone. Oh, really? Awesome, awesome. Echo is gone. All right. This one. Let me check if I can. Yeah, echo is gone. Let me check again. Thank you for that one, Team Top. All right. So I don't know if you could. Yeah, I think there's indeed a echo, right? I hope it's all good now, brother. Let me check again. All right. So ito po yung interview with Jaxa, right? So yung interview natin kay Jaxa, explain niya yung parang money printer or yung flow kumbaga daw, and he's explaining also the money printing of the vouch protocol, right? So explain niya dito kung ano ba yung vouch, kung ano yung gamit niya. As I was mentioning po kanina, it will be used as a DAO in phase 3, but at the moment hindi pa siya ginagamit as a DAO. So yan po yung parang kumbaga dito of explanation natin, ano, in Bisaya or in Tagalog or in Waray o this one, sa ating native language, kumbaga. So, sige guys, tuloy tayo, ano?
launch really had two components to it. Vouch token and the distributed side of things. And effectively what that allows us to do is from both sides of the equation. So we've got, I said that we've got external revenue from Validate. We earn this pulse here, which gets put into this side of the system, and that revenue then is fed into the distribution layer.
All right.
On our
So guys, so let me break down this one, ano? So basically what he's saying is para siyang flywheel, right? It's a system that keeps on running, right? So yan po yung sinasabi ni Detectia with regards to the it is a system that keeps on running on its own, all right? So may pinapakita niya kung how is the mechanism is being done on the protocol level. So hindi po sila Detectia, ano? They don't have that say on tawag dito, kung pupunta ba yan or ayaw namin papuntin dyan. Hindi po, it will just go there. Yung control lang nila is yung percentage ng burning at saka yung revenue fee. So basically those are um, functionality na meron pong power at the moment. At yet again, in the future, it could be a DAO. Meaning of the DAO, it could be us. It could be the community who will decide. No, and that is hinihintay natin in the future. So it's worth noting na at the moment, hindi po siya truly, hindi pa po siya truly decentralized na token or ecosystem for that matter. Sige, tuloy po tayo with
On
this interview.
vouch token, we have So calling this a revenue token because what it does is it generates another stream of revenue outside of the. And we can talk about how that does that, but effectively any revenue that is generated from the token also goes into this distribution layer. And from there, what we can do with all the funds that are sitting, so all this revenue that's sitting in the distribution pool, we can do some smart things with it. So we can take a portion of that pulse and we can direct it back over to our liquid staking protocol. And the way we do that is we get that pulse and we put it to use by something we're calling community validators. So any excess pulse we want to put in here, we fire up validators, and these validators are essentially owned by the vouch holders. They're capturing the value of the system. So these validators, they build up over time. They're just going to sit there and keep doing the work and keep producing the pulse. So we end up with a feedback loop where these guys go out and they do more work, they generate more pulse into here, it gets fed back into here, and we get a bit of a cycle going where we can keep increasing the number of community validators. So you can imagine that these things are out there doing real world work. The system has already paid for them, so no one is expecting the pulse to come out of these validators. They'll just sit there and do work indefinitely. So that's the value capture side of things. We'll just keep building on that. Yep. And I think a lot of people haven't sort of understood this yet, what we've actually...
Yeah. So guys, money very important thing you have to understand, right? That kanang community validator will just be sitting there, doing the flywheel, So just be there. No one can stop it, right? Doing all this validation, real world work, in another network. You have to mute your mic when you. All right. All right, thank you. All right, you have to mute your mic. All right. Copy, copy. Sorry. All right, I get it. Thank you. Thank you, Titap. All right, we will do that. So, I think I have to. I have to. What do you call this? I have to mute my mic when we try to play the video tutorial. Sorry. The not the video tutorial, but this interview. All right. Thank you for that one, brother Tidap. Yes, thank you very much. So I think ituloy lang natin itong video na ito para tuloy-tuloy po tayong mapapakinggan natin yung pag-explain ni Jexa dito. So I will not be interrupting na muna guys for in this part para maintindihan po natin kung how we have this flywheel or paano po yung gagawin na para siyang you have this should I say ways na kikita siya. Meron siyang pong ways or nasa dyan mga pamaagi nga mukita si dyan in a loop, in a circular, in a loop, no? Para siyang way katapusan, no? In feeding the community validator, then giving it to the vouch protocol liquid staking, and babalik siya doon sa tawag dito doon sa parang relay and keeps churning and churning and churning. So maganda to guys, please buy some vouch if you want to. Just explaining to you, I'm very excited kaya nga meron po tayo parang extended session in this one para ma-explain po sa community para po makuha kahit nga ako nakakarinig nito parang I'm just amazed and parang there are things nga I have missed during this interview, but let's go ahead guys with this on this point. Can I question or is this all right? Is when you say this validator, you mean is this a physical mind rig or is this a smart contract on the chain?
No, to do validating on Pulse chain, there is machines that need to be set up to do that. So
All right.
Yeah, so there is. I'm happy to go into more detail on how that works, but essentially you're running a real world machine with real world software that has to monitor the blocks and do the work. There is no other way around that. It's not to be automated via smart contracts. It is literally the same as Bitcoin or having nodes on a Ethereum or any other blockchain for that matter. You've got in the real world, so computers or virtual private servers that need to be fired up, have software installed, and need to be managed. There's nowhere in that you're dealing with servers and validators. So yeah, that's why they earn a real work, because there's real world work going.
Right.
That's one component. That's one nice little loop that we can get going in the system. A couple of other things we can do with the revenue. We can buy and burn vouch or PLS off the market. We're doing a lot of that at the moment. If we have a look at the dashboard in a moment, how much buy and burn we've got going on in the system at the moment.
Yeah.
So at the moment we're burning a lot of vouch. We've burnt over a percent of the supply, and we're all.
I think it's 1.21%.
Yep, yeah, it's pretty burn. Yep.
Is it done manually, or is it a buy burn with a smart contract?
Yes, that's what this distribution layer does. It handles all of that smart. So it has the ability to automatically do the buy and burns, to add liquidity to the liquidity pools, and to do, which we'll speak out in a moment, and also to handle the distribution of all this pulse back into the system as well. So that's where the smarts came into vouch token and what took a lot of the time in terms of planning, audits, 8 months of work is to the just testing side of things. So there's quite a lot of work in the background for that. And I guess the final part of this picture is what else to do with tokens. So it doesn't matter whether it's vouch, pulse, or pulse. We can do what we call distributions. So we set out stakers, relays, which are expecting in the network. It rewards out to any of these participants of the network. And at the moment, we're distributing vouch tokens out to the holders. So if you hold vouch in your wallet currently, you're probably seeing a feed of vouch hit your wallet. So every now and then you'll see a drip of a little bit of extra vouch hit your wallet. Now that probably won't stay like that forever, but as the system grows, we need to change where we're redirecting fees. So we might go, you know what, guys, we want to fire up a lot more community validators. So well, let's direct more funds towards that side of things. Or we want to ramp up the buy and burn. Okay, well, let's ramp up the buy and burn. So we've got the ability to change where those distributions are going, and that's where vouch holders will have a big say in that, is when the governance protocol is up and running. As a community, they can say, well, we want to increase the buy and burn, or what they want to do. Yeah, that's how the system all sort of fits together. So that's vouch in a nutshell. Obviously, a lot more than that, but I hope that sort of explains at a high level how the system functions and how it's all brought together.
All right. So I think this is what you call, guys, the flywheel, right? In which you could have
exactly
a system, buy and burn, have a. But so yun, guys. So mo na yung flywheel, ano? Para siyang flywheel. Flywheel keeps circling flywheel, right? If you see flywheel is something that will just keep on going, right? So that's the meaning of flywheel. Sa ato pa mo si Jag siguro na sa kita dia, right? So muna nakanindot sa smart contract. So with decentralized network, no? You are dealing with a smart contract. It is a software, a protocol, hindi po tao, ano? So with regards to Bitcoin, if you want to mine a Bitcoin, it is just limited to 21 million Bitcoins, no more, no less, right? So same concept with the true decentralized, especially with with these relays and all these mga smarts. when you say smart contract, no, it's a software. Hindi po tao yan, ano? Once it is programmed to, it's gonna do what is programmed. Gagawin niya po yung ano po yung nakatask at hand. Kung ano po yung dapat niyang gawin, right? So, yeah, the smart contract will just like, should I say na rin para siyang a robot that will just do its thing, right? No, kung ano po yung instruction na gagawin niya, yeah, you could do that flywheel. All right? Sige po, tuloy po tayo with regards dito sa interview with Jexa, guys. Anyway, I just want to ask for the community who are watching, how they can use the VPLS. Because we're talking about vouch PLS, the VPLS, right? Oh no, not the VPLS, but the VPLS. Am I correct on that one? Vouch PLS or VPLS?
Yeah,
Separate
so
from the vouch token.
yeah, so we've got the vouch token, which is the native token of the protocol, so the governance token, and we've got VPLS, which is essentially vouch staked pulse is the correct name for that token, but VPLS is the vouch pulse, and this is a representation of your staked pulse. So we mentioned with vouch, when you get you'll get currently getting a distribution of a little bit extra vouch. That's how that sort of pays an extra dividend. But on the pulse side, you don't actually get any extra tokens. What you get is an increase in the value of the token. This APR doesn't appear in your wallet as more tokens, it just appears as a more valuable token. So it's capturing that APR. So that's what it allows you to do, and this is what I think you were sort of getting at, is you can take this token and then you can go do some other thing with it. You could put it in a liquidity pool, and what we see a lot of people do is they match VPulse with Pulse in a liquidity pool. And why that is really, really good is not only to capture this APR, but then these two things are sitting in a liquidity pool together. As people trade in and out of that pool, you collect the fees from that trading. So you end up with both of these. But the really unique thing is if you pair these together, because they sort of lock together, and a vouch will continually go up in price against Pulse at a high rate. We don't get offside with impermanent loss. They sort of stay close together. And that's really important. It's like putting like stable, if you put USDT in a stable, you wouldn't get impermanent loss because they're supposed to pay $1. But the downside of doing that is USDC is going to go in value with it. So you're holding an asset in a bull market that's not going to go in value. Whereas if you've got Pulse and VPulse, an asset that may go up rapidly in price in a bull market, but they'll go up together. So you'll get price appreciation, but you won't get the impermanent loss. That's
all right. So thank you for clarifying that. So VPulse is a vouch of PLS, and what it does is you can stick it right in the vouch protocol itself. You have the stake you have. Can we show this here? You have the stake, the withdraw, and the dashboard. Maybe later on we can go through the dashboard and maybe just there. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what are you doing here? You can stake your pulse, or you have the pulse, and you can do all the things. Maybe can you sell it, right on the
you can sell it if you want. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
How about if you try to redeem your VPL? Is it redeemable 1-to-1 or 1-to-something ratio? Maybe expand on that for our.
Yeah. So it's when the system first started, if you put in one pulse, you get one VPulse. About 1-to-1. Now if you put in a pulse, you probably get 0.92 VPulse. So you get VPulse for your pulse now. So I know this is a bit understand, but over time, if that ratio keeps changing, effectively what it means is one pulse, one VPulse back initially. When you come back, when you redeem your one VPulse, you might get 1.2 pulse back. Does that make sense? So you actually get more pulse back when you redeem it than when you first put it in. So that's how it's capturing the value of that yield. VPulse is always going to be worth more than pulse. And it'll go up every day. Yep. In fact, 4 times a day, it goes up in value against pulse, because that's how often the ratio gets reevaluated.
All right. This actually is 1.0874. I am looking at the dashboard here. It's protocol.
Yep.
One pulse is equal to 1.0874 PLS. So I think it's very important for people to understand, especially if you have that mining rate. And I think for the Philippines, because whether like it or not, Jexa, we have the worst power here with the Philippines. You have this power enter. So no man, I hope we will not be having this power interruption. I want to put out my genset generator. But anyway, so I think one thing to consider for people here in the Philippines to be part of the mining economy, should I say, in also helping securing the network. PPLS kind of meet with the miners, right? You put your PLS, within VPLS. Liquidity staking. Maybe you could expound first what is liquidity staking, because we are direct jumping into the flywheel, right? So what is liquidity mining? And what is do for the
Okay, what I've got to break down the staking side of things if you like a little bit more. I'll just give me a second. I'll put some slides here and we'll
Well, you're all right.
Yep. Here we go. So forget about vouch for a moment. This is what happens on Pure Validator.
Okay.
If you're this guy sitting out here and you know how to run the software and run the hardware to run a validator, and you have 30 million pulse sitting around, what you can do is you can fire up all the software, stake your 32 million pulse on pulse chain. So that's the proof of stake component. And then over time, you'll get given pulse rewards, and that'll go back to that. So that's essentially how a pulse chain validating works now. And you've got a guy sitting out here who's just a normal user. Whenever he sends a transaction in, he pays a fee to process that transaction, the gas fee. And these validators can win a share of those fees that users pay. So they always get the rewards from the blockchain, but they can also get fees from users when they propose a block. So that's essentially how pulse chain staking works. Now, if you don't have the expertise to run up a server, or you don't have the 32 million pulse, or you live in an area that's got bad internet or bad power, that's probably not the kind of thing you want to be doing. So, well, how can you be part of the staking rewards if you don't have those skills, you don't have that in a pulse, or you don't even have the time to do it? And that's where liquid staking comes in. So let's have a look how that works. So you've got a user out here who's got some pulse, and it's just sitting in their wallet. They send that into the liquid staking protocol, and when we get enough of that build up, a validator will come along, and he'll still need 12 million pulse. So he'll deposit his 12 million pulse, then he'll take the rest, the 32 million, so an extra 20 million pulse, all of these guys have put in, and they'll stake it. All that pulse that's earned goes back to the liquid staking protocol, and it gets carved up. It gets shared between this guy and the validators. Now, these guys actually get pulse come straight back out because they've got a stake pulse, so they get paid in pulse. But these guys don't get the pulse paid out. They get value accruing in their VPulse token. You follow me so far?
Yeah, indeed. I think it definitely is. This is something
I'll show you.
Sure.
You go.
Yeah, man. I think there's no better man who can explain it, but from you from you, Jackson. All right, go ahead, man. I know you're the technical guy here, man. So, all right, go ahead.
what I'll do, I'll show you, because this is where people, they can't quite understand how VPulse becomes more valuable. So I'll show you how that works. Okay, so initially, this guy over here, he's put in 1 pulse, and when the system first started up, he got 1 V pulse out. So that's the ratio here. So you put 1 pulse in, 1 V pulse. Now, over time, like 6 months, the ratio changes every day, but it only changes by a small amount each day as more pulse is getting deposited into this system. So each time more pulse gets tipped into here, and more pulses accruing in here, ratio between these is changing, because we've got more pulse sitting in here than there is V pulse missing. So what that means is, over time, this guy started off with 1:1, but now if he brings his V pulse, beams it, he would get 1.1 pulse. Wait another few months, 1.2 pulse, and so on. So all the value of this pulse building up in here is getting built into the value of this token. When you redeem it, you get your share of this pulse that's sitting there waiting for you. Now, what's really important about that is, so what happens with staking protocol, farming type protocols, you would earn some yield, you would have to claim it and then recompound it, and you could keep claiming and recompounding. This does auto compounding for you. The pulse stays in the pool and gets put to work by validators. So as more pulse is sitting in the system, the validators can put it to work. You don't have to do anything. That compounding value is getting added to your V pulse. So that's probably the beautiful thing about it. Yeah, so that's pretty much the liquid staking side of things in a nutshell. There's obviously a lot more going on under the hood from a technical perspective. I think that should give most people a pretty good understanding of how the liquid staking side works.
All right.
Yep.
Yes, if you have something to add.
Yeah, I was going to say, so if you want, we can go back now and we can have a look at the dashboard and have a way a few of the flows work in the system if you like.
Sure. We can have the. Do you have it here? Do you have it there?
Yeah. I'll give me 1 second. I'll just let's see if I can end this.
And maybe ask a question later on with regards with the how in the part of phase 3 in which we'll have truly a decentralized protocol in which we don't have that DX DAO, right? We really have a true DAO which will be used for the community to decide which how much will be burn, right? So go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this is the vouch.run main page. So from here, you can pretty much link out to any ecosystem. You can go to you can go to a DEX where you buy a vouch. If you want to be a validator, you can run the application from here. If you want to see the dashboard, and that's what we'll have a look at in a moment, you can see the dashboard. Pretty much all the documentation on the system and everything you might need is all contained within this page. Let's jump out to our dashboard. Let's give it a second. We'll give it a second to load. The data as we speak, and work our way down, and you'll get a picture for how this ties back to the original image I showed you, the revenue streams. So I said we had 2 revenue streams. One was from vouch tokens, so that's pretty much this side here.
Correct.
So as people buy the token or sell the token, or importantly transfer the token, there's a fee. And that fee is what we're collecting here. So this is the generated pulse revenue from buys, sells, and movements of the vouch token.
All right.
So that's how much the revenue this side is generated in the last 7 days. On this side of the equation, we've got 3 validators that are out doing real world work, so processing the transactions on blockchain, and they've produced that amount of income from doing real world work
Alright, nandyan pa ba kayo guys? Taas-taas ang mga kaway. Alright, so how's lang gipatuloy-tuloy si Jack sa explain. No? So isang explain ganina, just a recap on that one, as I was saying, so kato ganina, isang ipakita ang flywheel. So meaning, unsay ways ka mo kita or how is money or how is income is being generated on that system. So yan po yung pinaka-nutshell niya on that one. So kini isang ipakita karon is kato kong ipakita a while ago, which is the vouch protocol nga dashboard. So isang explain diha kung asa pod padong ang flow, no? So very important ni nga masabtan kay kung dili yeah, maybe ang tawag nga ni tingali ta og we will not value this thing. Again, remember guys, this thing just launched 2 weeks ago. The opportunity of a lifetime is in your hands when it comes to price appreciation na siya'y gamit. Now, it's try to secure the network and we have inline economic incentive in everyone in the community to become it to be a DAO. No? I want it to be a DAO, truly decentralized protocol on the mining side, no, of securing the network, right? So yung ating mga konti-konting VPLS, or sorry, yung ating PLS, pwede nating pag-ipok-ipokin yon, and you could put it in the vouch protocol as a liquid staking. In doing so, you're helping securing the network, and by securing the network, you have an incentive. All right? Ito naman yung vouch protocol na minimension niya. So let's just continue po listening with Jaxa, the man himself. Jaxa, yes, go ahead.
Over the last that's probably less than 7 days because they got switched on a bit later. One system was up and running, but yes, that's how much revenue they've generated. Now, those two revenue streams that I sort of showed at the top of that picture, let's have a look what happens with them. So that both revenue streams are combined in that distributor, which is down here, and then the distributor decides, okay, well, where am I going to send all of that pulse? So it'll send it out to different, what I call buckets. So we'll put some in the bucket over here for validation, some in the bucket over here for liquidity, and that's what users will be able to have a lot more say. Where are we redirecting all those pulse revenues to? Which buckets are we putting them in? And at the moment, we've reduced the liquidity pools because we thought, okay, let's give everyone a nice big buy and burn on the token when we get off to a good start. We can always crank up liquidity side of things later on. We've got 40% of the revenues is going back to the master validator account, and that is where community validators are created. So over here, you'll see our community validators went from 102 to 137 over the last couple of days. A lot of community validators.
So this community validators, right? That's for,
yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
So now the term validator doesn't mean there's 137 different people doing it. You can run thousands of validators on one machine.
And one machine. All right. This is not including in the statistics here with feeders. Right? No. So this is really from only from the vouch list, right?
This is just vouch, yeah.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. So that's a good thing as a veteran and as a PESO. You see, and a grow, and particularly the amount of community money. Their own protocol, they're just taking in more and more money.
I like the term money printers, like Fast Abdul's money printers. Yeah, go ahead.
I have money.
I have money printers. All right, guys,
so that's why we've got that set to 40%, because it's burn and they're a one-shot return where you do the buy and burn. It's great. It builds value into the token because you're stripping supply out. So you're adding demand, and you're getting rid of supply. That's good. More money is good for long, forever.
All right.
Yep. So you get back if.
All right. Maybe you could expound why you have this last economics, especially buy and burn. I think this is one of the token with the solid tokenomics. You have 555. Here's one. It does say 4-5, right? I think we have we have this one 555. You have to transfer why is it all these things are put into play, especially why does buy and burn is necessary for community to understand, and we have this really expound on the tokenomics of this one.
Yeah, yeah. So quite deep, but let's just let's try and get high level. What we used to see in crypto a lot was someone would launch a token,
All right.
and in order to make it profitable or make it attractive, that's probably a better word, they would offer some sort of yield. And they weren't doing any work to get the yield. They would just create another token out of thin air and drip that token. But then, okay, that's great. You're getting this token. How is that holding up value? Well, then they start doing what we call the Rube Goldberg machine, where they start trying to do all this fancy stuff that looks really complicated to generate more yield, and you end up with a series of tokens all looping into one another. But eventually there's what I call a sink. Like the value's got to go somewhere. Right. You can't infinitely create money. Like if you're not creating value, you can't infinitely create money. Like it just doesn't work. So that's where Voucher's a little bit different. We've got revenue streams that are coming in, fresh revenue. So we don't need to create a token that is mintable out of nowhere to give people yield. We've got yield, and we inject that into the system, and we can do things with it. So we can put that yield to work, creating more yield. So that's really important for people to understand. And then we set up something. Okay, well, what do we need to do to keep everyone aligned? You've got validators, you've got people that are staking Pulse to be part of the validator network, and then we want people that are going to be able to take ownership of the system and steer it forward for many years to come. So you've got to align all of those people economically to make sure that everyone wants to be a part of it. So, okay, buy and burns are important. We want to get the tokens out to a wide group of people, but we want to inject a lot of value and make the tokens. We want to make people want to hold the tokens. How will they hold? Well, capturing the system. The ways we can do that is create more units, buy a token, but once again, more hold it, and not just. So that's look at all the different players in the ecosystem and see how we can unify them all. Everyone wants to be a part of it, and I think we've got it looking pretty good. Now it's early days, and we've got to see this build over time. But I think we've got the recipe right. And if we don't, we've got the ability to tweak things.
All right. When I saw the launch and I see, oh man, this token has a lot of things going on with the tokenomics. And when I hear you with one of your down, I think you were further, right? And you were talking about this. I think episode. What's the? I think the episode. Yeah.
The DeFi Down Under.
DeFi Down Under. Yeah, I like that term. DeFi Down Under. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a VTS. I call it the VTS Video Tutorial Series, the DeFi Crypto Basic Economy Series, in which people can learn, and from learning, they will act on that one and on themselves, knowing that the decentralized network is you, right? I am the network. You have to do all these things and all this marketing, right? And adding value to the community, right? So you have to decentralize the power. Right? So when I did kind of unique with me when I heard, oh man, it's just another fat token. Oh, maybe it's just another INC that people that you were talking about, just maybe dumping the token, right? But anyway, I think the Solidynamics is the one you have. Yeah, how did the 5% tax token? Maybe you could expand on why it's necessary, the tax token. I know there are tokens who have launched with that kind of. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. So I don't like the term tax token. I'm calling it. It's going to be a token.
All right, you coined the term revenue token. All right.
Revenue token, and I'll explain why there's a big difference. So when tax tokens first launched, Safe Moon and whatever else there was, they were very Ponzi-like in nature, where if you get in first, you get a share of the tokens, and everyone behind you pays the tax, and you get what's called collections.
All right.
So you get a share of them coming in. But that only lasts so long because all these people keep coming in, and if you're buyers, then the yield dries up and then effectively passes. So that's what tax tokens have always historically done. What we've seen happen on Pulse Chain is people took that concept and they've done some clever things with it, where they used the token fees. So the essentially the fees of what was called tokens were put to use as for marketing and all that, which was what always used to happen in reflect tokens. But they started creating these liquidity webs, which you never used to be able to do that. So that's a relatively new thing, is when everyone understood what you can do with liquidity web. So you can take some of your token and put some with this other token, some over here, some over here. And what happens is when someone buys tokens out of one pool, it changes the price on it and creates an arbitrage opportunity between all the other pools. So bots will come in and start trading. So the bots are actually paying the fees on the token. So it's like another form of revenue that's just coming from bots just picking up arbitrage opportunities. So that was quite unique to see that happen on Pulse Chain. That worked really well. So for me, I was like, okay, governance token can make it out of the ecosystem, also bring in another stream of revenue. And once again, that unites everyone, because if you're a buyer or a seller on Vouch, you're on the Vouch, that is, you're contributing to building more community validators, because a portion of those fees is going into the system to build more community validators to feedback on the for everyone else. So it doesn't matter which way you come into the system, you are adding value, and we can just keep generating more and more value no matter where it comes from the system. So I think I've got that right.
It's kind of unique, right? The Vault token and all this solid tokenomics, kind of unique when you try to mix these things up. And yeah, it's very unique for kudos to you. I know you're just allowed this one. Kudos to the team and especially to you, Jax. Yeah, I was kind of amazed how these things are kind of saying stuff. Oh, and yeah, much more than our age.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far, mate.
Oh, well. Oh, well, just me saying, just create a public community. But anyway, thank you for. Anyway, yeah, guys, if you have questions, maybe could put a question for Jexa. For this is the right time to ask the questions, right? Directly from the man himself, Jexa. And
Yep.
yeah, maybe let me look at chat. I think we have only two. But for the replay gang, you can put this one link first. But it just I know what's in the States right now. Not sure. But anyway, so this is Retostatic live streaming. Nice. I vouch, right? Tintap said, what's up, Hexagon? What's up, Tintap? Yeah,
Tintop's everywhere.
Yeah, Tintap is a staple among all chats. Tintap, what's up, brother? Anyway, so if you have a question, guys, you can ask question for the also we have Jexa, and yeah, he explaining to us this is not another FUD token, and he was explaining a while ago. For those people just tuning in, he was saying how we could have this revenue stream by having a BPLS on the other side, and also the vouch token, which is in the phase 2. And the question is, when will be phase 3? If all right, guys, putulin muna natin diyan. So, I think yung phase 3 na yan, isa yung parang hindi pa mangyayari since yung DAO is hindi pa siya tawag dito, wala pa tayo sa phase 3. Kumbaga, the DAO is still not being used or not being activated, kumbaga. So, I think guys, sana no, meron po tayong natutunan with this interview with Jexa. So it's kind of more of recap, but I have termed it extended session with Jexa with regards to liquid staking. Again, guys, remember the opportunity is in front of you to be part of the mining economy, right? Meron po siyang fundamental. Jexa did explain kung what is the mechanism or ano yung mga ginagamit niyang mekanismo kung paano siya kumikita yung system na yon in a flywheel. Kasi flywheel just keep on turning. So yan po yung kagandahan ng vouch protocol. Ano? So sa akin, I have HEP of fear at saka vouch. Those are only tokens na they are dear to me. Yung Ophir po is a token which is an endowment token contract on the blockchain. It is a charity token, a health token. So, yan lang po yung aking mga token. And to add on that one is also yung itong ETH at saka a little bit of Bitcoin. No? But majority of my main token are my hip cryptos, yung vouch, and yeah, yung ating Ophir. So with all these mga tokens, we can use this one to help, no, especially the vouch protocol to strengthen the mining side, the securing the network. Yan po yung fundamental. Kaya po meron po siyang gamit, right? So it will help, no, the ecosystem grows, no, with yung inline incentive po ng everyone, no, if you want to have to be part of vouch, no, meron po siyang owning a vouch is kind of owning the protocol, no, especially when the phase 3 will come doon sa DAO, which is phase 3. So I think guys, putulin muna natin dyan, and yeah, we will be asking again Jexa with the update with regards dito sa vouch protocol. Okay? So again, we have this vast array of things. Meron po tayong maraming gawin. LP farming, which is my LP hat, right? Staking or liquidity mining, right? So these are mga ways na we could earn money through the blockchain or through crypto. Tingnan muna natin ang chat if meron ba. And sa Thursday, we will be having our CTU. Sa CTU na to, let's see if ano po natin pwedeng gawin which we can be giving freebies dyan po sa ating community in a sustainable way. So yeah, we are doing this in our own money, our own pocket. Yeah, doon sa ating mga LP farm na binibigay natin sa ating community. So maganda siguro, we have a monthly na parang monthly nga tawag dito nga bonanza or surprise or parang pwedeng mapanalunan, no? For example, one sack of rice, ganon, or maybe half sack of rice doon sa mga taong who are supporting, who are liking, who are sharing, who are commenting doon sa ating mga SOCMED or sa ating mga content online. Para naman po, meron po tayong tawag dito, interaction with the community. What do you think of that one, guys? Meron po tayong mga pag-giveaways, mga pa-freebies, or yeah, pwede nating mapanalunan during our CTU in which we will be updating every Thursday sa market trend, prices, mga hacking. Naku po, be very careful. Meron pong hack na nangyari dyan sa Solana. So guys, sa mga Solana boys, Solana brothers, yeah, welcome to Paul Shane. Dito na tayo. Dito na tayo. You could use Liberty Swap. Speaking of Liberty Swap have put 200 million PLS in the VPLS protocol or yung vouch protocol, VPLS, they have put 200 million PLS in which they could use that APR or yung makukuha nila mga mining fees in helping also the community with the gasless transaction dyan sa ating Liberty Swap Finance, in which yung Liberty Swap is from other na mga chain, they could swap directly with less time to the core tokens or for that matter any tokens dito sa Pulse chain ecosystem ng mga tokens, right? Yung Hex, INC, Pulse X. Yung vouch hindi pa siya at the moment na nagagamit using the Liberty Swap Finance na platform, It is a cross bridge platform na mabilis, safe. Yan po yung kagandahan ng isang Liberty Swap Finance. And yeah, they have just deposited 200 million PLS. That is a big say, in which they have put trust on the vouch protocol, right? So yeah, kudos to to you, Jexa, and to the Liberty Swap Finance, ano? And yeah, we are really heading into the bull market, no? Papunta na po tayo doon. Papunta na po tayo sa bull market, guys. And yeah, watch and hodl. And yeah, you have to have that understanding in which pwede natin gagamitin tong mga bagay na ito for us to have this financial for new form of money, and we can change the financial system by having these mga different protocols in the pulse chain ecosystem. These are mga crucial na mga protocols in the pulse. Matapat ang nangyayari dito sa aking sorry. Yung aking mata mas okay na pala, guys. Oo. Ginanon ko lang siya, parang shades lang. Yeah, parang hindi masyadong mano sa eyes ko. Tsaka yung laptop pala, no, hindi masyadong malakas yung kanyang radiation. Alright. Wala na kayo mga tanong, guys. Let's leave that one for this evening. Yung interview natin with Jaxa with this extended session. I'm just reiterating, no, to the community. You have to buy. You have to I have yeah, put up that content there for you to decide on your own. Ano, meron po tayo mga links na pwede natin gagamitin sa ating YouTube channel para po kayo mag-decide on your own kung sasali po kayo dito sa ating crypto, no, economy. Again, remember, money should be used for goods and services. Guys, if wala na kayo mga tanong, this is your man, Macbi Crypto. That's it for me for this evening. See you on Tuesday. On